personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized springs for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Got ticks? Well, we hope not. I'm Dr. Charles Hall.
And I'm Dr. Stefania Wilcox.
We are the Associate Veterinarians at Wolf Animal Hospital. As the cool air rolls in, we are noticing the ticks are too. Let us help guard your pets against tick-borne disease this year. Come see us at our main branch, Wolf Animal Hospital, at 755 West Cherry Street.
And now we can serve you from our new mobile veterinary clinic in select locations throughout Appling, Brantley, Long, and Wayne counties. The mobile service will provide preventive medicine and outpatient procedures on site. For more information, contact Wolf Animal Hospital at 912-427-3212.
I'm Dr. Charles Hall.
And I'm Dr. Stefania Wilcox.
And we are ready to serve you and your four-legged family members at our main hospital or one of our satellite locations. Contact us at Wolf Animal Hospital at 912-427-3212. 912-427-3212.
Women's Health Center, your hometown OBGYN group, providing exceptional obstetrical and gynecological care for women for the past 20 years. We have 3 convenient locations in Jesup, Blackshear, and Baxley. We understand that choosing your OBGYN is a personal decision and that the relationship with your doctor and the trust you build is essential. At Women's Health Center, we provide obstetrical care and guide you through the process, making sure you and your baby stay healthy. We provide the most advanced ultrasound technology with the clearest pictures ever. Annual gynecological care gives patients an opportunity to take charge of their health. Some of our services include hormone therapy, pellets, Botox, the new 3, 5, and 10-year IUDs, Nexplanon, and much more. We accept all insurance carriers, including TRICARE, Medicaid, and we accept all insured and uninsured patients. Please call our office at 912-588-1020 and visit majormd.com for more information about Women's Health Center. That's MAGERMD.com.
And good morning to you. It's a fabulous Friday. Butch Hubbard here with you on the Big Dog, along with Bob Morgan. You're listening to WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Well, we're looking for about a 60% chance of midday showers today, 30% tonight. Cloudy skies, high today of around 80, low tonight of 56. Tomorrow for Arts Fest here in Jesup, partly sunny, a little breezy tomorrow. High tomorrow near 70. So that's looking good for tomorrow. Then, of course, good for the Georgia-Florida game down in Jacksonville. And then on Sunday, sunny with a high near 74. The autumn overdose of 7.1 feet and falling. 70 degrees here in southeast Georgia. World-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Wolf Animal Hospital, located on West Cherry Street in Jesup, by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup, by the Women's Health Center on Cherry and Broad Street in downtown Jesup, and Mike Birchford in Blackshear. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
What a game last night for Georgia Southern. Let me tell you, just put a whipping on them Mountaineers.
Big win. They stormed the field and had a great celebration.
Just stormed the field. Yeah, App State was 25 in the nation, even being in the Sun Belt Conference. And you went to the game. What did you see down there? What was Georgia Southern's road and paths and talent to success?
The running game, but their defense played lights out. But like I said, once Appalachian State lost their quarterback on the second series, he went out with a concussion. The second-string quarterback wasn't very good throwing the ball. 4 interceptions on the day, 5 turnovers altogether. I think they said Appalachian State only had 2 turnovers the entire season. Turned over 5 times last night. So they went to third-string quarterback at the end, but it was too late after that. But Georgia Southern really had the running game going well. Defense played extremely well, plus the crowd was into the ball game. But
yeah. Well, you got your biggest rival in there, App State.
Big emotional win for Georgia Southern, but it was fun to see them storm the field. Just good times at Georgia Southern. Like I said, no one expected them to be 7-1 at this point in the season.
The only loss was the Clemson.
Looking at their roster, they're real young. They got a heck of a kicker, though. That's Tyler Baskin. Boot them. So,
are you talking about punter kicker?
No, Georgia Southern punter. He's the kicker, but he can boom them. So.
And another team that rolled up the yardage last night, Georgia Tech over Virginia Tech on the road.
Yeah, big win for them. I said they're trying to become bowl eligible. That's their 4th win. They need 2 more. So, but know Johnson, once he gets it rolling, it's rolling. So
yeah, if they can get that triple option moving, it moves. Well, let's hope we can make it a trifecta with Georgia winning over Florida tomorrow.
Big weekend. Can't wait for that game. It's going to be fun.
Okay. Well, we've got a special guest in here this morning, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, Ricky Reddish. Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Doing great.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm doing even better because today's my birthday.
Today's your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Ricky Reddish. All right.
Yeah.
If I had Jonathan's sound effect all queued up here, I'd play happy birthday.
Yeah.
Ricky Reddish's birthday today. And Ricky, you've got a hat on this morning that you're representing the American Legion. Is that correct?
Correct.
Well, he's taking the hat off, folks. So if you're looking on the video on BigDogCountry.com, you don't see it on there. But he came in with this impressive-looking hat this morning. But Ricky Reddish is in here with us this morning to talk about the American Legion. And there's two different posts here in town. Which post are you associated with?
I'm the commander for the American Legion Post 529. And you also have 311 where Alan Brown is the commander for that post.
Okay.
So you have two organizations.
Okay. Now, you requested the time to be on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show this morning to talk about the American Legion and the fact that you're going to have a booth tomorrow at Arch Fest in downtown Jesup.
Yeah, we're going to try to do a membership drive. We'll have a booth, so we encourage all veterans to stop by and fellowship with one another and also let us explain why they should belong to American Legion. The American Legion has been in existence since 1919. It's almost 100 years now. So, and it does a lot that a lot of folks don't know what the members of veterans really don't know what the American Legion does. They just know that there's an organization.
Right.
But they don't know the pros and cons of what the American Legion does. And we just want to give them information on that. We'll be passing out pamphlets showing if they join, these are the things that they can get. And then we also encourage them to stop by. And if they have a problem with trying to get their benefits, we try to steer them in the correct way.
Okay, y'all have the experience and knowledge to help veterans get the benefits that they deserve.
Yeah.
And we'll go to bat for them and give them the information and lead them in the right direction and get the right connections to make sure that they're taken care of like they should be.
Correct.
Now, you say veterans. All veterans can be part of American Legion, whether they serve overseas or not?
As long as they serve in the American Legion, as long as they serve in any service for 180 days, they're eligible to be an American Legion.
Okay. So Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, what else?
Navy, Army, Marine, Coast Guard, and
Air Force.
We got the four major ones, and Coast Guard.
And Air Force.
Okay.
Air Force one we're missing.
And so they have to serve for a minimum of 180 days in service. And then, of course, just be a veteran of good standing, and they can become a member of the American Legion post, either one here in Jesup.
They can join either post they want. Armed post they want to join, whether it be 311 or 529, they have that option. And not only that, what we're trying to do, we have a lot of veterans here that belongs to what we call the 400 post, which is in Atlanta. And that post is designated for the department. And we encourage all veterans that if they are in the 400 club, we'd rather for them to join a local post, because that money they send to Atlanta, a local post don't see any of it.
Right.
So we encourage that they join a local post.
Okay. Now, what do? You got your post? You have meetings on a regular basis?
Right. We have meetings. 311 have meetings the first Thursday of each month. We have meetings second Saturday of each month at 1 o'clock, and the other 6 o'clock, and start at 7 once they do the business, and then they open up their meeting. But also, like I said, we in the process of trying to do some projects as well. We got some projects upcoming.
All right, we've got Ricky Reddish in here this morning, the commander of American Legion Post 311 here in Jesup.
529.
Oh, 529. I'm getting confused. All right, 529. Ricky Reddish in here this morning to talk about that. and the different things they're involved with. Y'all will have a booth set up in downtown Jesup tomorrow during Arch Fest. Do you know your location yet?
We haven't found out yet, and I went to check on that yesterday, and they have not given them out. They'll be doing that this afternoon.
Okay. And you'll find out exactly where y'all will be.
Where we'll be located. But we encourage all veterans to just come by and fellowship, you know, and just to say hello. And we also want the citizens to stop by and just tell the veteran we thank you and appreciate you.
Okay. And, of course, y'all, the two American Legion posts here in town are responsible for the construction, the maintenance, and the upkeep of the veterans while they're at Bill Morris Park. Is that correct?
Correct. And that wall belongs to the American Legion and the VFW. It's all us as just to have three organizations, which is the VFW, 311, and 529, and we all agree to that wall will be sentimental. With all three organizations will do their part to help whatever we need to do out there.
Okay, the one out there at Bill Morris Park. Of course, you have the memorials at the Wayne County Courthouse, and then you have the memorial at Bill Morris Park. But the American Legion doing a lot for the veterans. Find out what they do, and if you are a veteran and would be interested in becoming a member, all you have to do is stop by the American Legion Post booth tomorrow at Arch Fest, get some information, make a decision, talk to the American. You call yourself American Legionnaires, or?
Well, that's what we Legionnaire. All the thing we did is got out of one uniform and went into another, and we are continuing to serve. We serve one another. We serve all veterans, and we just give back to those, especially those that are coming home now with medical issues and amputation and PSD, you know, and we try to work with these guys and steer them in the correct, right way.
Okay, so doing a lot for the veterans, American Legion here in town. Ricky Reddish and the gang will be down there at Arch Fest tomorrow to booth. Stop by and say hi to them, thank them for their service to the country. And if you're a veteran, just pick up a pamphlet, or if you've got a family member that's not there, you can pick up one for them, and they can become a member of American Legion and do their part on helping veterans out. As there's, you know, veterans go through a lot when they're either serving locally or overseas. There's a lot that they go through, a lot of training, a lot of sometimes in arms way or combat way, and it's good to be able to have services like American Legion and VFW that can help these veterans when they get back.
Yeah.
Bob, questions or comments for Ricky Reddish this morning?
Just, you know, when they come down there, he can let them know, you know, have them signed up for next Friday. They're going to recognize the veterans at the football game next Friday night. And again, make sure they do that. All they need to do is get in touch with Nicole Landon at the high school, 427. Look for that number right now. I had it on local sports, but they're going to be recognized at halftime of next Friday night. So again, call Nicole at 427-1096, extension 813. So when they come by, remind them of that for next Friday night. Make sure they come to JC Stadium, so they can be recognized at halftime of next Friday night's football game.
So veterans will be honored?
Right, veterans are going to be honored. They're going to recognize, they got a lot of recognitions. Senior night, there'll be seniors will recognize for the game, and they're going to recognize the county bus drivers between the first and second quarters, and then the veterans will be honored at halftime. Beginning halftime, they'll be recognized. So it's going to be a big night. Yeah, a lot going on next Friday, November 2nd. But as the veterans come by, remind them of that and make sure they sign up for that event as well.
All right, Ricky, thanks for coming in this morning. Anytime that y'all need any publicity for the American Legion, just come on in, and we'll be glad to have you on there so you can talk about it.
I appreciate you y'all having me this morning. And before I leave, I just want to make sure that the citizen, the veteran, know that we will be there from 10 to 2. We're not going to stay all day.
10 to 2.
The drive is going to run from 10 to 2 because there's some other obligation that some of the members have to do that evening. So we'll be there from 10 to 2.
And I
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we're not talking about the Georgia-Florida game at 3:30.
No. I don't know, dude. You know, I don't one or two.
Could be a couple other things, you know. Some honeydews they may have to do. All right, Ricky, have a good day.
All right, take care.
All right, we'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment. Amazing adventures and fantastic family fun at Popple Farms. Every Saturday and Sunday through the last Sunday in October. Explore the 10-acre corn maze. Take a ride to the pumpkin patch. Enjoy all the farm adventures with fun activities for the young and young at heart. Experience the petting zoo. Get spooked on the haunted trail. So much to do. Find out what's happening by going online to PoppleFarms.com. Popple Farms, 1765 Hama Popple Loop, just outside of Odom. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob Show for this Friday morning, 19 minutes after 8 o'clock. And Bob, 2 Fridays in a row now that you haven't had to do a ball game. That's kind of unusual.
It is unusual. I said last Thursday played at Polar, Georgia, and won that ball game, and now have a long time to get ready for this big showdown against Ware County, which has really given our coaching staff an opportunity. Like I said, they scouted Ware County last Friday night. They're going to be over there in Waycross today scouting again, so they're getting a good scout report on the Gators. And Joe and I have mentioned it all year long. The halftime adjustments our coaching staff has made this year has just been fun to watch. Even in Polar, Georgia, I know a lot of fans saw it, but they made one little adjustment on the defensive side of the ball, totally shut down New Hampshire in the second half. But that's something they've been doing all season long. Been able to go in that halftime locker room, talk to the kids, make adjustments, and come out and play lights out in the second half. So I'm sure our coaching staff's getting a good scouting report on Ware County last Friday and this Friday, and they'll have those kids ready for this big showdown Friday night in JC Stadium on November 2nd. So really looking forward to the game. I said the countdown's underway. Excitement's already building. We said it all year long. This is the game you want to come to. November 2nd. It'll be for the title. Number 1 seed. It's going to be exactly what we said from day one.
Yeah.
Wayne and Ware. And
Wayne and Ware.
We'll run the interview again with Coach Stevens. So we interviewed him down at the Game Magazine. He talked about how he already circled this game to his team because they still have it in their craw that we beat them last year, and he thought they should have won, but they didn't. So it's going to be a huge game. Great team coming in. I mean, they got a very talented freshman quarterback. Anybody went to the middle school game last year, that kid that beat Arthur Williams Middle School single-handedly is now their starting quarterback as a freshman. So, and he's lighting up against a lot of good football teams.
Very athletic.
Very talented kid. Yeah. So, but looking forward to it. Should be a great night. Good to see all these recognitions. And the senior night's always a fun night.
Oh, yeah.
It's not only the football players, but it's the cheerleaders, the majorettes, the band, flag corps. Everybody that's a senior will be recognized with their parents before the ball game. You've been part of that ceremony. In fact, it's a big night. And so
it's a big night.
And like I said, they're going to recognize the bus drivers, so that's going to be nice. And they're going to recognize the veterans at halftime. So any veteran out there that wants to be on hand for that event, again, call Nicole Landon at the school this week or next week, and they'll make preparations for you to be on hand to be recognized at halftime the next Friday night's game. And believe me, Ware County's going to pack their side of the stadium. I mean, Touchdown Club, they're going to really cook a lot of sausage dogs because they're going to sell a bunch of sausage dogs. It's going to be a great gate game for Wayne County, great atmosphere. And again, this is for the number 1 seed, which is important. You get the number 1 seed, you could possibly play 2-3 games at home during this playoff run. You know, if you win if you lose Friday night, you're guaranteed just 1 game at home, most likely. So we're already guaranteed a home playoff game on November 9th. So that'll be fun to see who that opponent is, but it'd be nice to have that number 1 seed like we did last year and make a nice run this year. This big senior class, I know we talked about this senior class all year long, 32 seniors on the squad. That's a lot of seniors, but they're very talented, and they've had this vision of having a good year. It's come to fruition. They're 9-0 with a chance to go 10-0, which hasn't been done only one time, and that's 93 with Coach Paul Connor. So
yeah, I remember that year very well.
So they got a chance to do that, chance to win back-to-back region titles. So a lot on the line next Friday night. The good thing is we're basically healthy. Talked to Coach Cribb this past week, and he said that besides the injury to Gant early in the year, everything else, everybody's been able to stay pretty healthy. So should be in full force Friday night, November 2nd, when those talented Gators come into JC Stadium.
Okay, and Ware County's taking on New Hampstead down at Waycross tonight, is that right?
New Hampstead tonight, man.
Okay, and Ware County colors are green, right?
Oh, yeah, they're green. Gator
Don't wear any green next Friday night. Oh, make sure you got your gold and your yellow and your black and your white.
I just think it's fun. We got Gator Hater 2 weeks in a row. We got Georgia, Florida Gator Hater week this week, and we got Ware County Gator Hater next week. So it's fun.
It's fun, huh?
Get tuned up this weekend and get ready for Gator Hater week next week against the Gators of Ware County.
Just in Gator Hater mode, huh?
That's right. 2 weeks in a row. Gator Hater Week. I like it.
Well, is the usual large Wayne County contingent heading down to Jacksonville tomorrow?
There's a pile of Wayne County. There's a lot of people
there already.
Yeah, there's people already there already. I don't know what the weather forecast, because a lot of those guys go down there and play golf all day today, so I'm not sure what the weather forecast in Jacksonville is. But there's, but the islands are packed. St. Simon's, Fernandina Beach, Jekyll Island.
Right.
Everybody just rolls in.
Rolling.
It's just going to be. This is a huge game.
It's a big game. Big game.
I mean, both teams with everything on the line. It'll be fun. Should be. Both teams had a bye week to get ready, so both teams come in pretty healthy.
What about the west side of the SEC? Any of them have any big games this weekend? Who's Bama playing, or LSU, or any of those folks? Are they playing
I
big
think
games?
Bama and LSU hook up next week.
Next week?
But does Bama have a big game? I mean, there's
LSU. The way Auburn's playing this year.
Can LSU play with Alabama? I don't know if anybody can play with Alabama. I mean, it's like Alabama
and then
everybody else.
Yeah. Well, like I said the other day, if Georgia does not make it, and I want Georgia to make it, let me tell you, I want Georgia in the national championship game, but if Georgia does not make it, I'd really like to see a matchup of Alabama and Ohio State. Of course, Clemson's got something to say with that, plus the other teams that'll be in the playoffs.
Not going to get there. Ohio State got beat by Purdue last year.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. No, it may not happen.
They're not even in the picture. But they can still get back if they beat Michigan. But here's the total Georgia optimist. This is what I've been telling everybody. They don't believe me. They think I've lost my mind.
Okay, let's see if Bob's lost his mind.
People tell me I lost my mind all
year.
year.
We've said that for years, Bob.
Last year, we lost to Auburn in the regular season.
Yes, we did.
But they went on and won the SEC West, and we beat them in the SEC championship game and got redemption.
Right, we got redemption.
So history repeats itself. We got beat this year in the regular season by LSU. But LSU somehow, some way upsets Alabama. And we play LSU in the SEC championship game, get redemption, make it to the Final Four. But that's my total optimistic.
That's your total optimistic
vision.
Even though you just said there's Alabama and then there's everybody else, you still think LSU may. Where are they playing this year? Do you know?
They're playing at Baton Rouge.
Oh, they're playing at Baton Rouge. It's going to be a nighttime game?
It's a nighttime game.
Oh, nighttime game in Baton Rouge. Oh, yes, there is.
Just need Mike the Tiger to bite Tula or something. Somehow, some way, LSU finds a way, and Georgia plays LSU in the championship game, not Alabama.
Well, everybody's got to take care of business first. Georgia's got two very important games. We got Florida tomorrow. We got Kentucky the following week. Both of them just have one loss each, and then of course Georgia. We got to play Georgia Tech, and you can throw the records out when that game's being played. So a lot of big games still to go, Bob.
Yeah, a lot still to go, but still everything in front of us. Like Kirby said, it's not it's how you react, how you respond to the loss to LSU. I said they've had that, bowling for 2 weeks now. So it's going to be interesting how they come out and play.
Right.
Especially your quarterback, Jake Fromm, who unfortunately had a bad day at the office.
Why didn't they change quarterbacks at the half?
Have to ask Kirby Smart.
Well, I'm sure there's been a lot.
They asked Kirby. They knew. I said,
you just ride the horse that got you there and just and go with it.
Remember now, Jake Fromm was one play away from being a national champion.
I know he was. I know. But sometimes a person has a bad game. So you say, hey, Jake, you're a horse, you're a man, but you're just having a bad day. Let's try, what's his name there on the sidelines?
I'm not questioning anything Kirby Smart's done since he got there. I said, I think he'll have him ready Saturday.
Yeah.
George will get back on track, get the SEC title game. Just hope LSU's there instead of Alabama.
Yeah, we'll see, Bob. Just ifs, ands, and buts, But, big game tomorrow down there in Jacksonville. A lot of Wayne Countyans get involved with this. Some of them down there already. Do they still meet in that open lot area down there they did back in the...
No, they kind of changed all that.
So they did somewhere else now?
Yeah, we're kind of scattered, but most of it's in the main parking lot.
In the parking lot, in the paid parking lot where you're at now.
That's where we'll be.
Okay, is that on the north side or east side or west side? Is it on the side that you go in to go to the press box, or is it on the other side?
On the opposite side, I think.
Okay, so it's over on the east side. East side where you're under the bridge area there that goes across the river there, right? You don't know. Bob has no idea. How do you even find the place?
I don't have to find the place.
I mean, you've been going to the Jacksonville Jaguar games since '95, and then Georgia games before that.
And every Saturday it's the same. I get in a vehicle.
You ride with
take
somebody
me down there. I have a good time. They bring me back. I don't know if
just point Bob in the right direction, and he'll show up.
When I go to Jaguars, I know how to get there.
So you're saying that a lot of the Wayne County, of course, they're all over the place. You know, all the Wayne County people are not in one place. But I haven't been to a Georgia-Florida game since the late '90s. So you're saying, they meet on the opposite side of where you go into the press box area, right? So that would be over on the east side, okay? Because you go to the west side over there for the press box and for our seats for the radio station for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Speaking of the Jaguars, kickoff 9:30 Sunday morning, right?
9:30 Sunday morning.
They're in London taking on the Eagles.
Going back to Georgia Southern again, I want to thank Bill Freeman, Yellowwood, and Chad Blizzard. They called yesterday. They heard I was going to the game. They invited me to their tailgating before the game.
Oh, good.
They had a big tent with food and beverage, so that was nice. Very nice of Bill Freeman, Yellowwood, and Chad Blizzard, so I appreciate them invited me to that before the ball game. Johnny Piscio and I enjoyed it, and then I got to go to Johnny Piscio's box. So
you went to Johnny's box?
Yeah. So
you didn't make it down to Matt's box, did you?
I did. We stopped by and saw them first. So they're like 2 boxes over. But I think it's really Sidney Stevenson's box, but Johnny had access to it, so it was nice with it pouring down the rain, just sitting there in a nice box.
Yeah, I was going to say, how wet did you get? Because I could listen to the game. Yeah. We didn't have that much. We had some rain here, but not near as much as y'all did up in Statesboro.
I didn't get wet at all, so it was just a good trip up and back. So I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It's good to see Georgia Southern win. Like I said, there's a lot of excitement. 7-1. That was a big win over Appalachian. They told me that they hadn't beaten Appalachian in several years.
3 years in a row that App State's won.
And plus they came in ranked 25 in the country, but Georgia Southern dominated from start to finish. So, but there's a lot of enthusiasm. Like I said, they got the big game against Troy now in a couple of weeks at home. I think that's their last home game, but they got ULM before that. So.
Right. Well, Bob, you have a great weekend. Pull them dogs on to a big victory and have fun down there in Jacksonville.
Confident the dogs win.
All right. WIFO FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford and Blackshear, by Murphy Builder Supply, Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup, by Wolf Animal Hospital.